Alright guys, Papa Pepper back here once again at the Abundant Harvest Homestead. Oh. These I normally only see during the fall migration, these big tarantulas. They are around here. I was surprised to see this guy just crawling on the road. And it has some incredibly large fangs. Actually, oh, boy that was quick. Let's see if I can get him to go back in there for the minute. Whoa. I don't know if it's coming up over my shoulder. There it is. That is a tarantula. Coming up there. I don't know. I gotta get this thing off my back because it really doesn't look very big from there, does it? Where is this tarantula? Kids, I got a tarantula on my back.
I can get it. It's crawling.
Well, it's gonna go up my neck.
Do you want me to get it?
No, I don't want you to get it. I don't want to get bit in the back of the head either. I don't know. How do you wind up in some of these situations? Does this happen to you guys too? I think it's coming on my hand. I'm not trying to get bit. This thing's got huge talons. There it comes around my neck. I don't know. But it's something else with fangs and venom that I want to talk to you guys about. Because I did get bit. By a venomous snake. Last year, actually on 9/11, I was down in the creek filming some plain-bellied water snakes, northern water snakes, midland water snakes, and some cottonmouths, some water moccasins. And one of the smaller water moccasins tried to get away from me. I grabbed it with like 8-inch barbecue tongs, foot-long barbecue tongs from the dollar store, maybe from Dollar General, but they cost me like $1. I grabbed it too far back on the body and it just bounced around, hit me right in the thumb, and you know, wound up in the hospital.
Maybe that wasn't such a good idea.
Sat there the next day. They decided not to give me anti-venom. They said because of how I was dealing with it, how my body was responding, I didn't want anything for the pain. I wanted to be able to monitor it. So they said that because of how I was dealing with it, they recommended no anti-venom. They recommended just head home, monitor it myself. My knuckles by the next day felt like grapes. My elbow felt like a water balloon. Hand swelled up quite large, and the next day I actually did a water displacement test. This one was like 12 fluid ounces, this one was like 18 fluid ounces, so it was like a hand and a half, like 50% extra volume just for swelling. So I was on Instagram the other day, some guy I periodically see stuff from had Midwest tongs mentioned, and I went on there. After I did get bit by the snake, I know somebody had said they'd probably send me one of these snake grabbers. I never got it, so I'm not sure what happened there. But I decided it was about time to invest more than $1 in my snake safety. So actually, this is a pretty accurate picture probably of what's in here. And it's part of, personally, I respect lives of animals. Even the animals I kill, even the animals I raise and breed for the sole purpose of killing. I respect them, and I have a level of appreciation for them. I'm not for really unnecessary death. That tarantula I just showed you guys. Plenty of people would would kill that, no problem. But it really doesn't pose a threat to us at all. So I really don't see a reason to do that. And a lot of people just fear snakes, so I get it. I want to be a resource to people, both first of all in education, like this, like, hey, most snakes are never going to be a problem at all. They can't even pose a threat to you. There was actually a 12-year-old boy I saw earlier when I had a black rat snake, and he was terrified of it, but he was actually checking it out, touching it, explained a couple things about it, and you know, from his own personal level of comfort, he safely interacted with it and checked it out. That was good for him. But I also want to, in my neighborhood, I've been called for snakes before. People, pygmy rattlers, other things, they call me and I come running, but a lot of times I just don't have something like this. So this is really nice. I'm happy to have it now. I did have some of the extendable ones I picked up at Petco years ago, and they were the collapsible ones. I forget the name, but you could pretty much take them and go whoosh, and then pull them out, and those were really bad in my opinion. They really fell apart. They weren't even for really light-bodied snakes. This feels really nice. First of all, a great grip. I don't golf, but it does kind of remind me of mini golf, at least, maybe. Maybe some league rules mini golf. And this hook seems really nice, so of course you can head pin with that or just scoop the body up to lift it. Very cool. And this was incredibly fast shipping too. I think it was quick anyway. I forget what night I ordered it, but just a couple days and they had it to me. And these are actually some grabbers, some tongs. Oh, it's got a safety lock. Cool. So that's how it opens up. Clamp it, that's how it grabs. It's got a pretty good firm grip. I definitely see where that's gonna help, that's gonna work. This is just some sort of plastic. It's not, you know, a grippy plastic or a grippy rubber like this or anything, but it's just a good clamp. And I could see where a snake's trying to get away, you give it a little bit with that, it ain't really gonna be going anywhere. And then yeah, you can kind of put it in that position, flick your lock, and store it like that. So I'm gonna keep these probably in my vehicle, just because you encounter a lot on the road or when I'm out and about too. Had 2 snakes at a job site yesterday, had to remove. And then one other thing I got in here is a couple of snake bags. Snake bags I like because they're breathable, unlike a 5-gallon bucket, but a bucket's going to be more secure, but you can also use them in tandem. You can put your snake in your snake bag, roll up, tie it tight, and then put it inside a 5-gallon bucket or something like that too. So the corners here are stitched off. That's good to see. A lot of times the corners where they're going to put their head, so this just kind of rounds it out. This one's a slightly larger one, and same thing. You can see the corners down there taken off. Pretty cool. Yeah, and all of this to get 2 snake bags, because it's better than a pillowcase, it really is. I've used pillowcases before, but I've also had like large northern water snakes just plow through them. In fact, I think there was once I had about a dozen water moccasins I was relocating in a pillowcase, and I think I had it doubled, but still, not the smartest thing to do. It's not what pillows are designed for. So for these 2 and those 2 snake bags was right about $100. And to me, yeah, so this one about $45, this one about $30, and then about 6 and 7 on the snake bags, plus shipping, which was about 15. So just over $100 total. But to me, I know what anti-venom costs per vial. I know they want to give you 4 vials of Crowfab when they do, and that's got quite a price tag on it. I also know a lot of people don't want to unreasonably or unnecessarily go to the hospital right now. You go to the hospital for that, they're going to want to test you for other things. They're going to do other stuff. So I am definitely excited about this. It's definitely going to step up some of my field herping capabilities, but also increase my value as a resource to friends, family, locals here, as far as the potential to actually remove things that could be a threat. Because I'm willing to deal with things that others aren't. I'm willing to I'm comfortable with these things. You know, I've been doing a lot of it my whole life as far as interacting with snakes, different animals that a lot of people just don't like. So I'm excited. And yeah, just wanted to do that. So Midwest Tongs, I definitely like your stuff so far. Haven't put any of it into action, but I definitely will in the near future. And yeah, the snake we had earlier, we just released one up by one of our hugel mounds to help take care of mice. That was a black rat snake. But it was, you know, chill enough that even our 3-year-old got to check it out for a little bit. And I will end with a video I'm going to remove from my YouTube channel. It was pretty much shows me using the barbecue tongs. Don't do that. If you're actually going to have something to grab snakes with, get a real hook, a sturdy hook. One that's designed for that purpose, like these from Midwest Tongs. Or get something like this. I'll close with that video so at least you guys can see kind of how I used to be, and you can be thankful I'm this much wiser these days. And I will see you guys next time. Hopefully I'll find something cool. Still waiting for my first venomous snake of the year because we need a photograph of one that I'm going to have Pinky Pepper take for a project we're working on. So excited about that too. I'll see you next time. Papa out. And I'll leave a link for Midwest Tongs in the description if you guys want to check them out. Alright guys, Papa Pepper here once again. And I'm always kind of on the cutting edge of innovation and creativity. I saw these at a store a while ago and I thought, well, what in the world would somebody even use something like that for? So tonight I'm going to show you how to use these. If you look on the ground in front of me, you're going to see a water moccasin. Can you see it? There's a water moccasin. So I'm thinking with these, I may be able just to walk behind them. You still got this, child?
Yeah.
Come a little closer. Put the light on the snake. And if I go like this, then I'll be able to pick them up. So that's how to use a pair of these. All right, Papa out.